The whole idea of mental health is never let someone in their negative self get you in your negative self. Whoa! Well, you mean if someone's mad at me, I shouldn't get mad back? Yeah, that's exactly what I mean, you great big sucker. Never let someone in their negative self get you in your negative. How is it possible that someone in their bad self can seduce me into my bad self? How is it possible? I need them for love supplies. It's a great ancient Buddhist saying. No one has anything I need. Everything I need is in myself and with God. So then how could another human make me mad or sad? Never. But when we're enmeshed with them, we're stuck or fixated, they can make us mad or sad. See? That's why healthy people never fight. They're too smart. Say your spouse is mean and going on and on. If you're in your real self, you say, puke that garbage out. I see that you're dissatisfied with me. You won't defend yourself. You won't do any comebacks. You'll never be angry like they are, because you'll know that anger is a sign of the negative self. I'm not going to go there with you. I said to my wife one day, you know what? Because I heard this talk about sacrificing on the altar something bad in yourself that you don't like. And so I said to her, you know what, honey, he's right. I'm going to give up comebacks. How are we going to talk, she said. How many of you know what comebacks are? That's where you look for evidence against. Yeah, but you do it too. That's a comeback. Well, what are you going to do instead? I said, I'm going to try and do empathy or silence. I hate silence. Okay, I'll do empathy. So think about this stuff. How many of you can tell when you're in your negative self? Do you overreact or do you underreact? Both. If you can tell when you're in your negative self, then you can tell when others are in their negative self. Well, I hate her. She does poor me. Oh, yeah? How do you know that? You do it too. The things we hate in others, yeah. So don't get uppity. So every 13 years, the cycles repeat and mesh with parents and peers, regeneration, identity, role confusion. We talked about all that. We've talked about rigidity versus flexibility, like expectations. We're going to come to this later. But frustrated expectations is what gets us all weird. Did you know that? All stress is preceded by a false expectation, a frustrated expectation. All anger, all depression. When patients come to see me and they're depressed, the first thing I want them to do is finish 10 sentences. I'm depressed because. And they never say it's because I have a chemical imbalance. My parents were bipolar. They say, I'm depressed because John is mean. My kids are not turning out right. I'm too fat. I'm this, I'm that. Depression is a multiplication of negative thoughts, one after the other. And what does it do? It grows your brain in a certain way. And then the dumb doctors who love bodies only will say, hey, all these gay people have a large lizard brain. No wonder I was born that way. Never realizing they made their lizard brain, the lower part of their brain, big by constant physical gratification thoughts. Sex, drugs, blah, blah. Okay, we'll get to that later. So you have a right and a chance to unwhack yourself. Yes. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I think we pretty well understand how the cries need to be heard, the movements of the eyes, the little baby needs this. Let's get into that.